Every child deserves to grow, play, learn, and live in an environment where they feel safe, respected, and heard. Children depend on adults, families, communities, and public institutions to protect their rights and support their development. However, children are not only people who need protection. They are individuals with voices, experiences, opinions, and rights that must be respected. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child recognizes every person below the age of 18 as a child. The convention establishes that every child has the right to life, development, protection, healthcare, education, participation, and freedom from discrimination. It also reminds adults and institutions that decisions affecting children must consider the best interest of the child. In healthcare, this means that a child must be treated as more than a patient. A child's dignity, privacy, safety, views, and emotional well-being must be respected. For many children, a hospital can be an unfamiliar and threatening environment. Children may not understand why they are at the hospital, what will happen to them, or why a procedure is necessary. They may be afraid to ask or express their concerns. This makes it important for health workers to communicate clearly, listen carefully, and provide care that respects the rights and needs of every child. To strengthen the protection and participation of children within the healthcare settings, Busoga Health Farm, Pediatric Health Initiative, and Ginger Regional Referral work together to implement the Child Rights Ambassadors Program. The program equips health workers and other participants with knowledge and practical skills to recognize, protect, and promote children's rights. The partners also developed the Child Rights Ambassadors Toolbox, with funding from the Swedish International Center for Local Democracy (ICLD). The toolbox provides guidance for training ambassadors and support health institutions to integrate children's rights into everyday practice. The course moves beyond simply teaching participants about laws and international conventions. It challenges participants to reflect on their attitude, communication, and professional practices. Participants learn that children should receive information in language they can understand.
The Child Rights Ambassadors, after their graduation, to continue advocating for children's rights in terms of play area, the environment, and the organization of their facilities to ensure that children get the information they need from the facilities and their privacy. You know, children also need privacy because you can't just start looking at a child in a public place. So we encourage them to continue advocating for such rights in their facilities.
I'm Eunice Twayetebwa. I'm a clinic officer working in Bujiri General Hospital. I'm happy today to be one of the graduates as a child's rights ambassador. This course has been so good and it has inspired me a lot via children's rights. You find that children really, they deserve to be heard. Their voices matter a lot. Even when I look back at home, sometimes my children have their opinions and it really hurts them when they are not listened to. But when you give attention to those children and you listen to their voices, it matters a lot. It changes the way they behave and the way they will react. And even it gives them confidence. In future, it will shape them.
My name is Susan Subi. I'm a senior biostatistician, but also the acting senior hospital administration for the Nalfenya campus. That is all under Ginger Regional Referral Hospital. I'm so happy today I'm now a child rights ambassador. I have attended this course for 6 months. The facilitators were very good. They were interactive with us. I am just too excited that I'm one of the ambassadors. One thing I learned about this course is we should not ignore any child's voice. Children have their voices, but we tend to ignore them. Now that I am one, I'm going to try to make sure that I listen to all their voices and I do what it can. I pledge to be one of the good ambassadors, starting with my own daughter. I will be there to support, and I want to say thank you to Busoga Health Forum. If it was not for them, we would not be here. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
We find it a common practice in a health setting, or most of these government facilities, most especially hospitals or health center fours, general hospitals. We find it a common practice that due to the overwhelming numbers, health workers are always overwhelmed with activities, in that the rights of the child is always. For example, in the health facility, sometimes they are taken long to be attended to, and when they are attended to a nurse who is already tired, who doesn't even consider this child as a child. The child is hungry and all that. And so we miss out the basics on the rights of this child. So in this program, we train health workers how to handle children, how to talk to or relate with children when they come to the health facility. In that, we make sure that the rights of this child is observed.
Children communicate in different ways. Some speak openly, while others communicate through their behavior, facial expression, silence, or play. Listening to children therefore requires patience, compassion, and an understanding of their age and stage of development. Respecting children's participation does not mean placing adults' responsibilities onto them. It means giving them appropriate information, allowing them to ask questions, and considering their views in decisions that affect them. Participants in the program have come from different health facilities within Busoga. After completing the course, participants return to their places of work with a responsibility to promote child-friendly healthcare. They are expected to share knowledge with colleagues and encourage practices that protect children's dignity, privacy, participation, and safety. The program therefore extends beyond the training room and into the facilities where children receive care.
So under the Child Rights Project, we are being trained on the legal framework. We are being trained with skills and knowledge on how to handle children. We are being trained on all the rights of children, including a child-friendly environment and the child participation. How do we get children's voices? How can they participate in planning, in implementation of our projects, so that everything we do for them involves them. Because it's all about child survival, it's all about child development, and so we need to have children on board.
The Child Rights Ambassadors program has continued to grow through successive cohorts. The graduation of Cohort 4 marked an important milestone in the journey. With the completion of the 4th cohort, the program has produced 112 Child Rights Ambassadors. Each ambassador represents an opportunity to strengthen children's rights within the health facilities, workplace, or community.
This course is a very important course that every health worker in the country needs to undertake, because it goes beyond mere treatment. It goes to psychosocial, the psychology of the child, but also holding us accountable and making us to take it as part of our responsibility, looking after our children.
The graduation of Cohort 4 was more than a celebration of completing a course. It represented a commitment by the graduates to continue protecting children's rights in their workplace. The certificate recognizes what they have learned, but the true measures of their success will be seen in their daily actions. It will be seen when a child is listened to, when information is explained in a way a child can understand, when privacy is protected, when a child experiencing vulnerability is identified and supported, and when health workers remember that every child receiving care is a rights holder. The program has made significant progress, but the work of protecting children's rights must continue. More health workers need the knowledge and confidence to recognize children's rights and apply them in the practice. Health facilities also need systems and leaders that support child-friendly care. The 112 ambassadors are therefore not the end of the journey. They are the foundation of a growing movement to make health care more respectful, protective, and responsive to children. Every child has a right to health care. Every child has a right to protection. Every child has the right to be treated with dignity, and every child has a voice that deserves to be heard.